test fit to see where our tail lights are.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
Scary! Just a lot. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's good. That's perfect actually. Ready? Some old R-Tech pieces that I cut apart. Little holes. Look at that. I'm just gonna cut these out. Put them like that. Be perfect. Here's our two tabs. It's not having to drill that hole saved just a ton of time, and I don't like drilling holes anyways. It's scary, especially a big one like that. Afraid of losing a finger. This thing starts spinning around. Anyways, saved a lot of time having that piece, so very cool. I mimicked them to the outside shape of the original tab, and then it just has the hole instead of the slot, and then I beveled it to weld it in and get a good penetration there and a weld that I can ground down safely. So I got these latches just off of eBay, and they're not intended for this purpose, but they sure are looking the part. I'm gonna drill a hole through here. I'm not so worried about it being exact right now because I plan on backing it with a piece of 1/8 that has the nut welded inside in the pocket, so you can just thread it in from the outside, lock down the jam nut, and you're set. And so we'll just drill a couple holes here in the pocket here, send these through and see how they look. All right, so we got our little buttons in, temporary, kind of got those on there just to see what happens, and depressed, pressed, not depressed. It works. And then that's it, it's latched. This is the nicest way I've seen this done, I think. I've seen a lot of different people use a lot of different shit, and I was looking all over the place for different pieces. You know, I wasn't finding anything I like, but this guy, that's good. There is Chinese knockoffs of these. They probably might have started that way, I don't know. And it's kind of a tuner piece for quick disconnect on bumpers and stuff like that. The ones that made these are American company. Of course, they're a lot more expensive, but I need this to work. I can't be dicking around with it, you know, or having the tailgate fly open on the interstate or something. So how easy that snaps shut and stuff, I'm super satisfied with that. Now I need to adjust these in. You can see this tailgate needs to go in a lot further, and my spring's kind of running out of spring here. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna need to do is pocket the spring a little bit here, just so they work real nice like that. I don't really want to change the tension of the spring or anything. You know, the tighter I get these, the closer I get this, the tighter that spring's gonna get. So I think what I want to do is do the spring in a tube, have the nut welded at the bottom of the tube, then that spring can slide into this pocket a little bit. Yeah, another option would be to bring this out, but I don't think I want to do that. I like the way it is. This is dang near the way the factory tailgate was on this tab. I'm kind of wondering if I just had it on the outside here and had the nut on the inside. Oh yeah. I think that'll be okay, and then I don't have to do a tube. I can just have the spring on the outside and the nut on the inside. That'll be much better. So we'll make a plate to go inside of here that has the nut welded into it, and then I can screw this in from the outside and put the jam nut on the inside. So using just an old chunk of something, drilled holes in it, put the nuts in there, and welded them. This one ended up, you can see it kind of popped out a little bit, so I just did another one here. And now we'll cut these into pieces and we'll weld them in behind our stake pocket here. And we'll just do 2 spot welds on the outside here to hold it up against that. And that's why I need that nut to be nice and flush. I want it to be right up on there. And I don't want to have to grind all the weld all the way down on the top either. And so leave the strength there, you know what I mean? Got our little tabs cut out, has the nut welded in there, ground down. I painted the backs of them. So now, I drilled the 2 holes for our spot welds here. Line it up with our center here. And then I can tighten this bolt down, and it'll hold this plate up against that to where I can weld those spot welds here. Put a wrench on it, but you get what I'm sizzling. Alright, we got it ready to go ahead and weld up. There we are. Don't smoke. So you can see that's kind of how we look after the spot welds are ground. This is the only way I really like to do this. If you're doing a nut into sheet metal, you know, to weld that nut into this sheet metal, you could do that, but it just doesn't have a lot of strength, especially by the time you get it ground down. So this plate with the nut on there is a lot like what a factory would do. And I like it more than a nut cert because the nut certs tend to slip and spin. I'm not really a fan of them, so this is the way I like to do it. So now we can get our piece, screw it in. It seems okay. I might kind of waller the hole out here a little bit so this button's a little bit adjustable. I don't know how much I want to do right now or worry about it later. But I have things like the tailgate's a little tight here. It's a little high up right here. So I might do a little bit of adjustment there. But sitting on the stands is a lot different than on the truck and whatnot. So it's gonna need adjustment when we're all said and done. So I'm gonna think about it and see what I think about making adjustment for stuff. Another thing that could happen is I take this bracket off and make it to where this bracket bolts on, and then it can be slid around and made adjustable. So I'm gonna have a little lunch and think about it.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.